home where parents were arguing and yelling, and I was waiting to feeling the backlash of it.
That's when the hair, the back of your hair just starts to stand up.
And you can't relax, you know, immediately you're tense, and then you want to tune out. So I would always hear, you know, him snapping, and then his girlfriend bursting out and crying and running home, whatever. And I never got involved, never once said a word, but was always waiting for the other shoe to drop, him to just snap and then to go off on me and bring me into it. But he totally respected that. He understood that boundary, never got me involved.
And you never bothered to get involved.
Oh, hell no. I was scared to death of the dude. I mean, I could hold my own, I'm sure, but I never wanted to figure out, you know, the outcome of that.
Did he hit you? No, he didn't hit me. Okay, then I can get involved.
I don't think he knew what he was doing at the time. So, one day I'm chilling in my living room, you know, smoking my bong hits and watching some TV, and the door literally breaks off the hinges and flies into my room, and my fucking brain just went haywire.
You're not the pizza guy.
And he just went off, and then from that point on, I'm blacked out. Like, I don't remember anything else after that because my brain just went on adrenaline overdrive. And I was just fearing for my life.
They say tragedy will do that to you.
The door almost hit me. Like, I was right next to it, and he didn't say anything to me, and then just left the apartment. So, of course, I'm freaking out, waiting for him to come back, and then that door to burst in. Of course, I never mentioned a word to him. He never mentioned. No one ever brought up his temper to him. But, I mean, other than that, he was an awesome guy.
Great manager, great guy. Always had pot and drugs.
Love him to death.
Shitty temper.
And if any of you ever hears a podcast, Greg, I still love you, bro. I'm sure everybody that...
a shout out to Greg for not killing Wes with a door.
Cool, man. Very cool guy, but always made me nervous. So I made sure I maintained a sobriety level of like 0.0.
We actually had a guy who came in here to the shop, and he brings in a laptop, and the whole top of it where the screen is just like totally shattered. And so I said, you know, you ask what happened to it. When was the last time you used it? What are the problems? What do you think of, you know, what do you think's wrong with it and stuff like that? And so I looked at it.
I'll be the guy. Fix it!
Yeah. So I looked at it and I says, when was the last time you used it? And he says, like 4 days ago, I guess it was a game on, a baseball game or something. And I said, what happened? He says, I was sitting there and I was watching it, and the other team scored. So I punched the screen. I said, really? He goes, yeah. But then as I was watching it there, I was just also listening to it on the radio, and I heard that the team had scored again. So as it's on the floor, I stomped on it. I said, and you want us to do what? Well, I'd like for you to replace the screen. I said, yeah, but your motherboard and stuff might be smashed too. No, because when it was on the ground, I made sure it was just a screen that I smashed.
He focused
so
on
he had a control.
Even on the ground, he had control.
He had a control temper, right? Exactly. All right, you know. So that was a kind of a funny thing. It's amazing to me what people can do when they lose their temper like that, you know what I mean? And you know, it's unfortunate that, and it's going to cost them a pretty penny. And I told him, I said, you know, it probably cost you a lot less if you just went and bought a new one. No, I love this computer. I love it to death.
It's got so much sentimental value.
It's you know, I've watched so many games on it, you know, and I have everything set up. You know, I have it all set up. You know, my way. I can go here and I can do this and go do that. And I'm thinking to myself, you can't do a motherfucking thing with it right now. Right. This got a smash fucking screen. Right. So. I go, what'd your girlfriend think? No, I don't have a girlfriend. Okay. Right.
Speaking of not having a girlfriend, or attaining a girlfriend, Marin, have you ever experienced a situation where either your friend or maybe even you were at a bar or a public place and you're with your friends and they wager approaching a woman?
Yeah.
You've been through that?
Yeah, of course. One that comes to mind. Oh my God! It was I was with my friend. A big shout out to Robert DeLugia, man. It's been too many years since I've seen you. He was my road dog way back in the days, back in my party days, and we would go to. And this is a true story, man. You can, if you go to the Fontana Police Department of Records or Hall of Records or wherever the hell it is you go for police reports, you'll find the police reports. Anyway, it was a fucking dive is what it was, a bar with a pool table. And there was a chick in there, and we're shooting pool, and the chick comes in. And the only thing I can think of is that the boyfriend was either out in the car doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, or maybe smoking a cigarette, or who knows. But he wasn't there. He wasn't, or at least we didn't see him there with her, next to her, right away. As Wes says, when permission to
buzz the tower.
Permission to buzz the tower is what you say. And so, in a sense, that's what he said. He was like, "Hey, what do you check her out?"
Right.
So she's nice rack, nice body, looking good. I'm like 21, 22. Where she was looking good. And so I said, "Yeah, go fucking hit her up, man." So he walks up to her. He starts rapping with her and stuff. The next thing I know, man, I just hear shit being smashed. I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around, and as I turn around, my buddy, he's got a bar stool, and he's already taken one swing at the dude, and he's taking another swing at him, and then his other buddy jumps in there, and oh my God, before you know it, it was a fucking free-for-all, man. The cops came, and we ended up going to jail. We ended up getting sued over it, and it was just a fucking fiasco. It was nuts, man. It was all over a chick. That was one of the worst outcomes that I ever had.
Where was the wager, though?
Oh, was there supposed to be a wager involved?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were just telling crazy fucking stories. Another miscommunication.
My question is, Marin.
Yeah.
Have you ever been involved in a situation where you're either in a public place or like at a bar and your buddies make a wager about approaching a female? Well, the point I'm trying to make is how many movies where you've seen guy approach the girl under the influence of a bet from his homie, and during the course of the movie they establish a beautiful, a wonderful romantic
relationship,
but Hollywood style, like over the top, extreme, like nobody would think of this crap to do, to impress a woman, and then they land together on the road of destiny. Only to hit the rocky rubble of relationship disaster when she finds out the motivation of him approaching her was only because of the bet to his friends.
I've seen
that's over and over again.
Yeah.
That's 75% chance of the chick flick, romantic comedy or whatever. That's going to be the underlying storyline. Anyhow, false fucking premise in a movie. Bullshit. Because in fucking reality, who gives a fuck if your homies are betting to meet the girl?
Right.
In every freaking movie you see, every rom-com, the bet ends up to being the disaster to the fucking. When in reality, who gives a shit? But the girl's like, no, it's over. Be gone with you. I cannot continue on this road of destiny with somebody who would wager with his friends to approach me.
How dare you fuck me over a bet? I would have fucked you for nothing.
Fucking bullshit. Another reason why I hate rom-coms.
Anyway, moving on.
No, I was talking to my friend last night online. He was describing, I believe there's 3 cities. There's one in LA, he said. I think there's one in San Diego, where it's like flag football.
What is
this game?
The sport.
It's a race.
It's a race like flag football. Okay.
That concept.
Okay.
And the destination, if you reach, means you are a survivor. Your opponents are zombies.
Okay. And it's kind of like LARPing.
What?
LARPing, live action role play.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Elaborate.
LARPing is an acronym for live action role play. You've probably seen it in movies. They actually Rob Dyrdek did it on Fantasy Factory.
Or Civil War reenactments.
Yeah, exactly. Not Civil War reenactment like Wizards, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I get you.
They actually did
and
that.
And you got hit points and whatnot.
Right. What was that movie where Role Model? Was that the name of it? With the guy from Stifler from American Pie, he was in it, and another guy. Anyway, it's called LARPing, live action role play, and you styrofoam fucking. You're like 6 years old, but you're like 30, and you're LARPing. And hey, I've never tried it, so I can't knock it.
Careful.
Right.
That's a lot of our potential audience out there on the internet.
So what do you have, a flag or?
Well, you have the waistband belt,
okay,
and with the flags on it, which represents your life force or whatnot, and then the zombies come after you, and if they can grab all your flags, you're dead.
Go to the fucking city?
I don't know the details. I've failed to fucking look it up. Dumb shit. Do you have internet here? Are you plugged in?
Actually, I'm actually not. No, you know what? That's one of our next steps for the studio. We're upgrading. We're gonna actually have a live internet as we're going.
Yeah, well, that's what my friend was telling me. Sounds interesting. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna see what that's all about. Try that shit out. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. All right, tell me.
So again, you're going through the city, or you don't know? You said
yes. Or maybe an obstacle course set up inside of a gymnasium, right, or maybe outside of the Rose Bowl or something crazy. I don't know. Sounded interesting. Sounded funny. There's a huge zombie craze out there, and
there is a big zombie craze right now.
We went from vampires to zombies.
Yeah, you know what? I've never been into any of that, you know. My son is into the whole zombie thing. I know the last thing. I remember when people were like, are you team fucking wolf or team vampire? I don't know the names of these fuckers. I actually fell asleep when I went to go see, what was it, New Moon Rising or Twilight 26, fucking Red Dawn. Wolf fucks a vampire and they have a baby or some shit. I don't know what the hell it was, but I fell asleep like twice. I took my daughter and my niece, and they're all, "You're falling asleep. Wake up. You're ruining the movie.
You're ruining my nap."
I'm like, well, call the fucking director and tell him not to make such a shitty fucking movie. Well, yeah, so that was...
Well, the numbers would tend to argue with you, Marin.
Well, yeah. And yeah, you're right. Again, I haven't seen that Hunger Games either. I heard that Hunger Games was
Hunger Games was badass.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
Tied in the Romeo and Juliet story.
Well, you know what? I'm actually happy that people got away from this. I don't know if it's actually ended. I don't know that much about the fucking whole storyline, but that whole Harry Potter thing, I was never a big fan of that either.
Did you ever see one?
Or the Lord of the Rings? No, I've never been a fan of the whole fantasy thing and the whole wizards and warlocks and stuff, which is kind of weird because
that's what Ozzy sings about.
Yeah, well, not always, but he a lot of the stuff that Dio, Dio was into that, like that kind of, you know what I mean? So, I could go into a whole rant about it, but I won't. I'll tell you what, though, on a different topic, I'm feeling more comfortable in this studio. I actually have a little desk, and it's a lot more comfortable. I'm up on the mic, but not really up on the mic, so I like it. So, anyway.
A topic. Also, I'm sure your son might...
Next caller, please.
Your son might appreciate it. I was listening to the Nerdist podcast, and they were talking about the artists that do the soundtracks for the video games and stuff. And nowadays, they're hiring actual bands and stuff to do the soundtracks. Yeah. But back in the day, there were artists that never really got any credit, but you could probably recite to me Super Mario's theme, on point.
If I hear 3 bars of Mario, I know it.
Right. Right, all those sound effects. But anyhow, someone had to write all that crap, and and they were damn good about it, because you'll recognize it. You know which game is which.
Did they give off the residuals of that?
Well, I'm sure they they transitioned into today's market.
Yeah.
But they were talking about those artists. The genre is coming back. Their theme song to their show is an 8-bit band called Onomatogia or something like that.
Right. That's the one Nerders podcast, and it does that like 80s Atari kind of theme. And
they call it 8-bit music.
Right. And yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it a couple times. They do the elevator, like you're in an elevator. Bing.
Right. Well, anyhow, the genre has become so popular. There's a podcast, and they talk about all the video games, and then the 8-bit music that comes along with it. And